Hey you guys, how's it going? Today I got something kind of cool here for my 2013 Hyundai Elantra by company AccentGlow LED, and thanks to Eric for sending this review unit over. And basically what this is inside your cup holders we're going to install LEDs, like a nice LED glowing ring. And for me it'll be good for two options. Number one, for those of you that have a Hyundai Elantra, I don't know if you've noticed that the cup holders, after a while, if you're driving, let's say, anything over a half hour, it gets kind of warm. Maybe that's due to the transmission being right under there. And so if you have a nice cold bottle of water and it's under there, if you notice, it'll start to get warm, and now it's turning your cold beverage into a very warm beverage, which isn't good. So with this plastic over that, it'll help eliminate that heat getting to your cold beverage. Now, if you have coffee down there and you want to heat it up, then okay, that's good. And number two, just aesthetically, just the way it's going to look, a nice subtle glow that's the same blue color as the rest of the lights of the instruments inside the car. So, you know, I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll open this up. It's simple. It's just, it looks like some plexiglass with some black plastic over it, but they've installed an LED on the bottom and used 3M tape on the bottom as well to make it adhere and bond to the cup holder inside your car. So we'll turn this around, we'll look at it and check it out. Now this retails for $45. You can go to AccentGlowLed.com and you'll see it there on their website. And yeah, we'll turn this around, open it up, then we'll go down to my car and install it. At the end of this video, I'm going to have maybe 30 seconds of just showing what it looks like. Someone requested that, of just a real in-depth kind of a cool looking thing. So about 30 seconds of that will be at the end. So I just wanted to let you guys know that ahead of time. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, and let's go ahead and turn around and open this up. All right. Okay, so we'll go ahead and open this up right here. So. Okay, and it comes in this cool little package, and this is AccentGlow's. Fits a 2011 and up illuminated cup holder disc, blue. All right, go ahead and open this. Okay, and you have it right here. You have your positive and negative. It looks like there's two wires, a positive and negative for each, but you know, you guys know that every light or anything with electricity has two wires. Anyways, we have that here, and then this is what it's going to look like on the top. So it looks like black plastic here, and then this looks like some plexiglass, and that will make a nice accent glow. So you can see the clear part around the edges. That's what's going to glow from the top side, and where it's black, no light will get through. So we're going to have to drill through in our where the cup holders are. So if you are on the fence about doing this and you're not sure or afraid of drilling in the body of the cup holders in your car, then this installation's not for you. I'm going to go ahead and do it, and because we got to make a little 3/16, probably drill a hole with the 3/16 drill bit. That way we can run the wires through and wire it in. So on the back here, you just have 3M tape, which is really strong. So this is a good idea to have this here, and you could see the LED under there. Now, so you'll just go ahead and peel this off, peel off the red plastic, and then stick it down. And yeah, believe me, it'll bond. It'll be really strong. I have a roll of this 3M tape. I use it at my house for stuff, and it's extremely strong. They sell it at Home Depot for those of you guys that want to get some of that for sticking stuff places. And yeah, so this is it, pretty simple. And we'll go ahead and take this zip tie off of here and take a look at it. And then yeah, it's just wires and your two and your positive and negative, and that will be for each one. Okay, so let's go downstairs to my car, and we'll start taking things apart so we can wire this in. Alright guys, also on the inside they will include instructions, step-by-step instructions for you on how to install them. But me, I'll figure it out. I don't need these. Alright guys, and also here is their business card. Thank you to Eric over there, and like I said, you can go to AccentGlowLed.com, and they have different lighting things there for different cars, so go over there and check that out. and this is $45. Okay, guys. Okay, the first thing I would do is I would recommend that you get some sort of a plastic panel tool. I don't have one with me at this moment, but you know, you're going to be prying into these pieces here. So using a metal screwdriver, it could possibly really scratch this or damage this, and you don't want to do that. But me, I don't have my plastic panel tool. I let my neighbor borrow it, and it's really early in the morning to bother him. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this. So I don't care. So what you're going to take is take your panel tool and then, you know, kind of hit down in here, and then you'll see it will go ahead and open that up and release that there. You see how it's open there? All right. Oops. All right. So if you have your tool as well, you're going to go ahead and try and go under here. But, okay. I'm just going to use a smaller flathead and kind of pop up. Okay. And you see how I got it released there? And then I'm going to kind of lift up towards the rear of the car. Just take your fingers and do it. Okay, and we have that off, and that's exposing the screws that we need to go ahead and get to. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so we'll go ahead and repeat that step on the same side here. And like I said, use something plastic or not as hard, because otherwise you could end up really damaging this. You don't want to break it in your nice car, and then you'd be like, oh, what did this fool on YouTube tell me to do? Now look. Okay, once you kind of got it, you can go ahead and pull up towards yourself, towards the rear of the car. Okay. Now we have that side off. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and undo these two screws located to the left and the right. And it's just a Phillips. Those things are stuck in there. You know, and as you're removing pieces, make sure you keep everything in a nice place. I'm putting everything on the passenger side here. No power tools needed, just use your hand. Cut on some light for you. Now we're going to get to the shift lock release, which is right here. So just take your flathead screwdriver, kind of pop that up. And get that out of there. We'll put that to the side. Okay, now you're going to take your flathead screwdriver and go in between, kind of aim the screwdriver towards the rear of the car and push down, and then move this into neutral. Make sure you have your brake set and you're not on a hill. So have your emergency brake up if you don't already. Last thing you want to do is put it in neutral and go rolling down the hill. That won't be good. Yeah, put it in the neutral with the shift lock. Okay, now there's the silver piece that's around the shifter at the bottom. If you're strong enough, you could just go ahead and push down to take it off, but I'm not. I'm gonna get in there with my flathead and kind of. Okay. So now that's loose, and now there's a metal C-clip that we have to take off as well. So to get the metal C-clip off, take your small flathead and you'll see a little piece of it here, and just kind of push it out towards the driver's seat. Place that over here as well. And now we can go ahead and take this off, the shifter. Kind of work it back and forth. That's there. All right. Now that frees up all this plastic for us to take it out. Oh, let me go. My iPod in there. And you could take your pry tool and get under here, kind of loosen it. Kind of loosen some of the clips to get under there. Yeah, kind of pry it up, and then yeah, this should loosen up the clips for us to get under here to pop this up. All right. Go ahead and take this up, and on the bottom side of here, let me turn the camera angle. Okay, so there are 3 clips that you need to take off, which are 1, 2, and 3. So we actually need that to stay on there. You should push in and then pull down. You want to push in right there on that tab. Pull down, and then this one right here, 2, and then the cigarette lighter will be last here. Now the cigarette lighter, the last one, has a button on top, so you'll push that down and kind of wiggle that out of there. Okay, now there's 2 screws that we're going to take out. One is here and the other one is on the other side. So go ahead, take these out. It's one, and the other one on the other side. Okay, now there's a little pop out located right in front of the e-brake. We're gonna go ahead and pop that out. That comes out really easy. Now we're gonna go inside the glove box, and let me clean this out first. Okay, inside, after you take the carpet out, there's 2 10mm bolts in here. So I'll go ahead and take those out. Okay, now we're gonna lift this out. Okay, and after taking out those 2 10mm bolts, now we're ready to go ahead and lift up on this console here. Lift it out from the back. Make sure to go over the e-brake, and this comes out. And now we can go get to it in a better area where we're gonna have to do some drilling. Also, now is a great opportunity to get those French fries and chips and coins and pennies or anything else that has fell. You can go ahead and get in there, and I could also clean in here. Oh wow, this is gross. But yeah, now's a great time to do that as well. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is take like a wet wipe or an alcohol wipe or something and get that really clean in there. That way, when you go to stick the LED cup holder thing there, it will go ahead and have a nice clean bond to stick in there. You know, you don't want to have crumbs and dirt, then it won't be as solid. Now, you want to take your drill. Okay, now let me just tell you, this is the point of no return. So if you're not sure if you want to do this and you're on the fence about it, this is where you stop, because once you drill in, there's no coming back. So what you want to do is just go ahead and place your drill in here off center, and go ahead and that's it. And same thing for the rear, just kind of off center, and that's it. That way we can run the wire. Now go ahead and clean out the residual plastic in there. And just pushing that through. That way you have your nice clean hole. Okay. Okay, so after it's all nice and clean and you've cleaned it out with like an alcohol wipe or Windex or something, we'll go ahead and take the wire from the LED disc and we'll go ahead and run it through the hole. So that's through there. Okay, just make sure that's good and it's through. And we'll go ahead and do that for the other one. Okay. I got the other one here as well. And as you start pulling this through, getting closer to having it down there, be careful of this resistor. And now is where you'll go ahead and peel off the red plastic, revealing the 3M tape. Okay, so as you get closer, be careful of the ribbon-like resistor there. You don't want to break that, so be gentle. And when you go ahead and first place this down, place it down gently until you get everything situated the way you want. Okay. So once you see how you like it or exactly where you want it, line it up, try to center it as best as you can. And then go ahead, and once you're confident, go ahead and press firmly so the adhesive can bond. And we'll go ahead and do the same thing to the other side here. So you ran the wire through. You'll go ahead and peel off the plastic off the back of the 3M tape here. Okay, this last one. And I'm kind of pulling the wire through as I'm placing it down here. Now, once you first put it down here, place it gently until you have it exactly where you want it. And once you've accomplished that, go ahead and push down firmly so this can start to bond. And you're in there, and when you're all done, on the inside, it'll look like that. Okay, now we're going to take this whole unit, put it back in the car, and I'll show you where to connect the wires. Okay, so I have the console back in, the center console partially back in. I ran my wires under this little piece of carpet here. Okay, and then pull these apart. And I have my red with the red. Okay. Kind of twist these two together. And I have my black with my black. Black and red together. And these are coming from the LED cup holders. Okay, so you have them here. Now the wires that we need inside are the blue wire, which is on the 16-pin connector right here. We need this wire, and we need the black going to the cigarette lighter. Now if you have like automatic wire strippers and you're able to get in there, then you know, that's great, you can. And also you're going to need to peel back some of this to expose the wire a little bit better for where you need to get into, because it's very well insulated. Now this looks a little difficult for me to get in here, but I'm going to take a razor blade, because I don't have automatic wire strippers, and just kind of expose the copper wire there. You see that? I'm not pressing hard, it's like I'm just shaving it. Okay, and with my fingers I should be able to peel back the rest of it. I don't want to cut it, I just want to expose the wire. So we need the black. There. Okay, it's also helping when I bend it. This is why I didn't cut my fingernails on purpose. I use them right now. I knew I'd be making this video. Okay. So there we go. Peeling it back and exposing it. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing for the 16-pin blue wire. Again, if you have like automatic wire strippers, or the ones that go side by side, then you won't need to do what I'm doing. Okay, we're just going to expose it here, just using a box cutter, and please be careful, these are extremely sharp. If you have the right tools to do this, then use that. Okay. Alright, so we've exposed the black and the blue. Now while I'm here, I'm going to take a second and do something else. Something else that I bought is a little LED light right here. I think I paid $5 for 2 of these, very inexpensive, and I'm gonna run this inside my glove box and go ahead and add it to my glove box, because I don't have a light inside the glove box. The 2013 Elantra does not have box. These produce little to no heat, consume little amounts of energy, and I'll just go ahead and put it in the glove box. Not a big deal, and if it burns out, I'll put in the other one. And if I need to buy another one, they're only like $2.50 a piece, and they're extremely bright, and yeah, why not, since I'm here. So I have the light, added some longer wire, and I'm gonna go ahead and run it through the center console here and then come around to the glove box. Okay, so here's my glove box fully open and emptied. You have to pull out these tabs located to the left and the right. You turn it and then pull out towards you and it'll come down. That way the glove box will fully drop down. And I took the wire and went up, made a left, and came straight down on the inside in between here. So here and here. And it's difficult to do. It took me probably 10 minutes to get it, but there's my wire. And I have it here. So this wire that I'm adding for the light, I'm gonna attach it to where the in the same place that we're gonna get power for the LED cup holders. So we have it here, the blue. We also are gonna expose the black. So I'll attach the LED cup holders black to black, and I will also attach the red to the blue. So the red is going to be attached to the blue, and the black to the black. What I'm going to do now is take the blue wire, take your screwdriver, stick it in between the exposed wire and turn it. That way it makes a loop. It makes a nice hole in there. That way you can get your wire through there. See, because what we're going to do is, if you were to take it, put it through here, put it through the hole, and then wrap it around. And you're going to wrap it around, wrap it around, wrap it around, and then tape it back up. Now I'm just going to expose a little bit more wire on here for my glove box LED. So we know it's in there, it's twisted around, it's secure, it's not going to come undone. We're going to wrap this tape around there really tight. That way nothing's exposed and it won't come undone. Okay, so I went ahead and did the same thing to the black. I haven't taped it yet. My finger that's on the black. Now I'm going to angle it towards the cup holders because we're going to test it really quick before I tape it back completely. So you just turn on the parking lights, and as you can see, there they go. Now you also see my glove box light. So whenever my parking lights are on, the glove box light will be on, which is fine by me. Those are inexpensive and they don't consume a lot of power, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, so that is done. So I'm going to go ahead and add blue electrical tape to this wire right here, where I have the exposed ground wire, which is the black. I'll tape that back up. That'll be secure, and we'll start to put this all back together. And AccentGlow will include some zip ties. That way you could have everything nice and neat. So I zip tied this, that, made it back secure. The excess wire from the LED cup holders and my trunk LED. And we'll go ahead and just assemble this all back. We're all done. Double check your lights and stuff. Make sure your cup holder and everything lights up again. And yeah, we'll go ahead and put this all back, starting with the center console here. Okay, so we got the center console back, plugs out of the way. All right, remember these two screws, so we put this down here, put this screw here. Okay, that one. Then we had those two 10mm bolts that went inside the glove box. So we'll go ahead and put those in right now. Be careful not to drop them. Okay, I know it's a little difficult to see. Sorry about that, but I promise you the only thing I'm doing is taking these two 10mm bolts and putting them inside the glove box. After the two 10mm bolts are done, we'll go ahead and put our carpet back in here. Okay, center console's in, carpet's in. We'll put this piece back in here in front of the e-brake. That just snaps in. Now we're ready to drop the center console main piece back in over the shifter. And remember to reattach all of your plugs in the proper place and it's kind of hard to mess this up. There's no. I just put in the 3 clips on the back of here. So 1, 2, 3. Now again, if you still want to double check why this is open, you see the cup holders are lit and everything's fine. All you're doing is cutting on the parking lights. Alright, now we're going to drop this in over the shifter. Okay, so we have this here. Screw holes are lining up. Screw holes lining up. We'll go ahead and push these in the clips. Push down, make that secure. Make sure that opens freely still. And you'll know if it's lined up. The clips will drop in and you'll see your screw holes line up there. So after that's done, put your chrome piece over like that. And then we'll take the shifter, put this here. Make sure that's down all the way. And then to push in the clip. Make sure your clip is in all the way and where it's supposed to be. It's the last thing you want to do is be driving, shifting, and this thing pop off. Now you may need to wiggle it. Okay, kind of move it up, down, to get that clip back in there secure. And then bring this chrome piece up. Shift lock, that snap in. Push down, put it back in park. Okay, now we're going to take this clip piece, put this back in with the niche or the notch on there, faced downward. Okay, squeeze it in. Now we have your 2 clips that are left. Now if you're looking around and you see extra screws and bolts, you're in trouble. Okay, so now we have these longer pieces, and these just go ahead and snap in accordingly. So you want to put the left one on the left hand side, and like I said, these are clips, they just snap into place. So line it up, make sure it's where you want it to be. As you can see. Okay. It'll start to sink and snap back in where you want it. And that one's in, I'll do the one on the other side. Okay, so we have it here. Get the clips lined up and into place, and it snaps in. You can see where the white clips go in here. Kind of hit it in there, not too hard. Okay, once that snaps in, you're all done. For those of you that did add the LED glove box, I'm just going to take some, I don't need any 3M tape. There's already some on the back of here. So I'll go ahead and peel this off and expose the adhesive. Okay, and just I'll end up sticking it somewhere out of the way. So doesn't hit, doesn't get in the way. Now let's check it out. See? And now I can see in my glove box. So even if it's on the whole time, it's fine. There's no light peeking through. It's not an annoyance. But it is nice having a glove box light now. And you could see the LED cup holders are in there just fine. Install complete. I'd say it takes you about 45 minutes total, and you're done. Alright guys, so that's it guys, the install is done. As you can see there, it's a nice glowing blue, but it's not really bright and obnoxious and distracting at all while you're driving at night, and it blends in with the instrument panel here, you know, with everything else lit up. And just by cutting on your parking brakes, or your parking lights, excuse me, you just turn that, and then now your parking lights are on, and so are the LED cup holders. And like I said, this is good for 2 reasons. Number one, it gets warm down here, so when I have my bottle of water in here, now with the plexiglass in between from the actual bottom of the original cup holder, it makes my beverage stay colder longer. It doesn't get as warm, not at all. And plus it's just a very cool lighting effect, and it blends in. So $45, AccentGlowLed.com. And yeah, Eric, great guy over there. Thanks a lot for sending this over, and that's it. And also my glove box light that I added is in there, nice and bright, and I can see inside my glove box now, which is great because at nighttime I couldn't see anything. It was like that, trying to find papers or get stuff out of there. And now, same time I cut on the cup holders, that'll be on. So yeah, it'll be on at nighttime while I'm driving, but when I shut this, it's completely dark and I can't see anything. So that's perfect. Alright guys, and that is it. Also check AccentGlowLed.com and see if they have cool lighting stuff for your vehicle. So you may have a different car but want something similar to this, so go on their website and check it out and see what they have. So I will leave a link in the description below to AccentGlowLed.com, and I'll also leave a link to where I bought from the eBay seller where I bought my LED light for my glove box.